Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aisling and you are very welcome here. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe because I make videos like this quite regularly. Today's video is going to be a dupes video. It's going to be high-end products versus affordable products, and I found dupes, very close dupes for a lot of these products. So some of them are a fraction of the price, which is great. I have brands here from MAC, I've got NARS, I've got Stila, Benefit, I've got YSL. I've got a lot of choice. I think I have about 12-13 products here in front of me, and some of them are quite popular, like MAC Stone and NARS Orgasm and the Professional. So I have a couple of exciting dupes, I suppose you could say. So you want to know the dupes? Let's get into them. So I'm going to start with brow products because why not? And the brow product that I'm going to be talking about is the Browsings from Benefit. As you can see, guys, I'm in love with this product. Quite good at filling in my brows, and definitely when you're starting off with brow products, a powder is where it's at. So it has a powder and a wax in it, so you can get the perfect brows, and it comes with like little brow products as well in it, which I've obviously lost. The dupe that I found, the eyebrow kit from e.l.f. As you can see, these are very close. There's a wax in both and a powder in both, and they perform amazingly well on my brows. When I use these on my brows, I honestly can't tell which is which, if that makes any sense. Like if I did one brow with the e.l.f. kit and one brow with the Browsings from Benefit, I wouldn't have a clue which brow was which. They perform exactly the same on my brows. This costs like €3, maybe €4, and this costs I think about 30 here in Ireland. So there's a bit of a price difference there. So why splurge when you can save? So the next product I'm going to talk about is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I absolutely adore this concealer. It is so full coverage. It's amazing underneath the eyes for brightening it up. You could even cover up blemishes with it. It's amazing. The dupe that I found for this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Now please bear in mind that the colours might be a little bit off, but the formulation is exactly the same. They have the exact same formulation, and when they're on my skin, I really do not notice any difference. They even wear the same. They wear the same length of time. They don't crease on me. They're amazing. They're kind of like a slightly thicker consistency than other concealers, so not as watery. Even the packaging is so similar with both these products. I think the Maybelline one is about €10, maybe even less. The NARS one I know is definitely in the 30s because I remember paying an arm and a leg for it at the time, and you can get NARS in Brown Thomas just in case you're wondering. So the next product I'm going to talk about is a primer, and it's the Professional, and this is one of my all-time favorite primers. It's just great at mattifying the skin. I love to put it along my T-zone area because it just blurs out any pores and makes my skin look flawless. I love it so much. Sorry about the lighting, guys, nothing I can do. Natural lighting problems. For the Professional, the dupe that I found is the L'Oreal Nude Magic Blur Cream. Oh, I love these so much. Both of them exactly the same. They both blur out my pores. They make my foundation go on amazingly well. They keep my T-zone oil free, or as oil free as possible. I absolutely adore these, and they're exactly the same. Even the way that they have a colour in them and the way that they perform on the skin. This is about €30, whereas this is 10, I think, to 15, somewhere thereabouts. So it's half the price. I go through this like water. Once I discovered the L'Oreal, I no longer really reached for the Professional as much, and it was a holy grail for me for so long. So if you're interested, definitely try the L'Oreal and tell me what you think. Do you think it performs the same? Because I do, and you're saving some moolah, so that is a bonus Jonas. I have been obsessed with the Magnificent Metals from Stila since I discovered them. I thought they were amazing and beautiful products, but they are very expensive. They're about €45 here in Ireland, so that's extremely expensive. If you're not familiar with what they are, they're like a glittery pigment type thing. If you go really light with it, it looks like a slight glitter. If you build it up, it looks like this metallic sheen on your eye. It's beautiful. I absolutely love to put it in the inner corner, but I mean, it doesn't really reflect the €40 price tag that comes with it. So a product that I found that does exactly the same job is from Makeup Revolution, and this is their metals product. So where this is the Magnificent Metals, these are the metals. So I think they're trying to say something. Now, they're not exactly a duplicate in colour, but they are a duplicate in formulation. But you can see them there, both shining away. So like I said, maybe not the exact same colour, they perform exactly the same. I really don't notice much of a difference from them. The Makeup Revolution is like €4 or €5, and like I said, €45 for the Stila ones. Definitely pick them up if you're interested. This was a really exciting discovery for me because when I found it out, I was like on Snapchat going, hello, look, this is the amazing. I can't believe I discovered this. Stone lip liner is one of the most difficult lip liners to get your hands on. It is so popular at the moment, like so popular. And it looks like this. It's this gorgeous muted purpley grey toned lip liner, and I absolutely adore it. It's beautiful. It's really 90s inspired, and it's gorgeous lip liner, but so hard to get your hands on, like I said. So I found a dupe, and it's from NYX, so it's really inexpensive. I think this lip liner costs about €4 or €5, whereas the MAC one in itself is about 20, and it's called 1000 Years. You cannot tell the difference. This one is slightly more grey. Stone one is slightly more purple. Once these are on your lips, you really wouldn't notice much of a difference, and to be honest, they are so comparable to each other in formula and how creamy they are and long lasting power on the lips, and that's what makes them a dupe for me. You're never going to get exactly the same colour, but I mean, that is pretty damn close. I don't think you could get closer than that. Next I have another product from MAC, and this is the Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. This is such a craze here on YouTube. Everybody and their mother has tried this at one stage or another. I go through phases of loving it, and it's kind of glittery and glowy and beautiful on the skin, and you can put it on your cheekbones and it just glistens away. But it is expensive. It's like €35, so it's expensive, and especially because it is such a popular product, people go crazy for it. The duplicate that I found from it is from e.l.f. and it's like €3, and it is this little mineralized baked highlighter, and it's in the colour Gems. Even side by side you can see how similar they are. Now you get a fraction of the product in the e.l.f. one compared to the MAC one, but I mean, you could buy like 2 of these and that still wouldn't add up to the same price. They're amazing, and I think the concept they were going with, the baked product and everything like that, they're so similar, and definitely something I highly recommend. The next thing I want to talk about is my NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I love this foundation. If you watched my first impressions recently, you will know that I only discovered this, and I've been obsessed with this since I discovered it. I just find it is an amazing formulation. But even the second I put it on my skin, I was like, this reminds me so much of another foundation I have. I'll tell you what foundation it's similar to. The True Match from Loreal. Now you may disagree with me, but on my skin they perform exactly the same. The only thing I will say about the NARS one is it lasts a little bit longer. Look how grubby this gets. NARS packaging for life, huh? So this does last slightly longer on my skin, but I am wearing the True Match today and it's holding up fantastically well. I just think that they are amazing foundations. True Match was my first ever foundation, so I really know the formulation and how it performs on my skin quite well, because I've been wearing it since I was 16 years of age, and how it performs on my skin is so similar to the NARS. And like I said, when they're on my skin I can't really tell much of a difference. Only for around the 6-hour mark this is not breaking down, whereas the True Match would be slightly breaking down around my nose and chin area, the oily parts of my face. But on the skin they are luminous like each other. They're the same type of covered, medium buildable, and I don't really have a preference over either or, because I think they're both beautiful foundations. So next I want to talk about NARS's Orgasm. This is a cult favorite product here again on YouTube. We all go crazy for this. It was so popular back in the day, before I even started making YouTube videos. It was raved about, and there is a reason behind it. It is a beautiful blush. A lot of people said that the sleek rose gold blush is a dupe for this. They're not anything like each other. The rose gold is slightly more of an orange, whereas this is slightly more of a pink. They do look like each other in the pan, but swatched, no, they're not similar. But the product that I did find that was similar to NARS's Orgasm is this one here from Milani, and it is in the colour Dolce Pink, and on the cheeks you wouldn't have a clue which was which. Milani is easy enough to get a hold of here in Ireland because you buy it from Beauty Joint and it's with you within like a week, and Beauty Joint shipping is next to nothing. But if you didn't want to go with Milani, another product that I have is this one from the trio. These are the Rimmel trios, and this one is in Golden Bronze 003. Again, on the cheeks they look exactly the same. They look slightly different in the pan. The second I got a hold of this product I was like, oh my god, this is like NARS's Orgasm in like in a more affordable palette. So you can get this palette for €6 or €7. The NARS's Orgasm is it 35 maybe? So you're getting 3 products in this, and the Milani blush is I think about €7. So they're so inexpensive for something that is really beautiful. The next product is actually one I only discovered today because I was going through my collection and I only received one of the products in the mail yesterday, but it is for the MAC Retro, what are these called? The Retro Matte Liquid Lip Colours, and this is in the colour Feel So Grand. So this is beautiful like bright blood red colour. I absolutely adore it. And the colour that I found similar to it is from Milani, and it is the Amore Matte Lip Creams, and this is in the colour number 22, Amore. This is a slightly more bright colour, but on the lips they look exactly the same, and I swatched them this morning on my hands and on my lips and they look identical. This has more of a pink in it, but like I said, if you can save yourself some money, I would definitely go with the more inexpensive product. The next product I have is for the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is one of my favourite primers. I've used this for years and years and years and years and years. It was one of the first primers that I ever used. I didn't even know that other primers existed because this was just my everything. But it does cost €20, and if all you're trying to do is just prime your eyelids, it's not something that you're gonna reach for all the time. Like, you're not gonna run out and buy it because you're like, oh, I need a primer for my eyelids. Even though primer is so important for your eye makeup to last and everything like that, it's not something that people put priority of, like getting the most expensive primer for their eyes. So I did find a dupe for it that works exactly the same, and it's from Catrice, and it's the Prime and Fine eyeshadow base. There they are in my hands, looking exactly the same. This is the Urban Decay one and this is the Catrice one. All you want to do is just to prime the eyelid and not have your eyeshadow creasing. That's why they are a dupe for me, because they do exactly the same thing and they look the same. The thing with your eyelids is they can contain a few little veins, and you do want to kind of like conceal them or stop them showing through, and both these products do that. They have a slight bit of a colour in them which blanks out any of the veinage on your eyelids. They do exactly the same thing. My eyeshadows don't crease or budge or fade throughout the day. Definitely for like €2 or €3, the Catrice one, it'd be more of a preference over 20 something euros. My second last dupe is for this MAC Pigment. Not only is this Pigment limited edition, but it's MAC, so it's obviously going to cost a little bit more. Now, it did come in a little set. I would describe this as an old gold metallic with a little bit of green in it. It is a beautiful pigment, insanely gorgeous on the lid, but something that is a little bit kind of on the pricey side and limited edition, so you can't even get your hands on it right now. The dupe that I found for it is right beside it there. I don't know if you can see, the sun is blaring in. I hate when the sun does that to me. But it is Makeup Geek's Utopia. So these are exactly the same. I have Makeup Geek's Utopia on my eyelid actually today, just in the center. The color from MAC is actually called Pretty Up. They are incredibly alike. It's not even normal how alike they are. You can see that there. So if you were a big fan of that limited edition product from MAC, I know I was when it came out. I loved this. I used it a lot, and I just was kind of trying to use it sparingly because I didn't want to run out of it. But I found that Makeup Geek's Utopia is exactly the same. My final dupe is for YSL's Beige Tribute Lipstick. This is a very popular lipstick. I think everybody is loving and raving about this lipstick, and it is one of my all-time favorite nude lipsticks. I love it, but I try not to talk about it so much because it is €35. Yes, €35. It's so expensive. I mean, it's not the most long-lasting lipstick of life. A complete dupe. When they're on the lips, they are a complete dupe. The dupe that I found for it is NYX Butter Lipstick in Fun Size. I definitely did include this in a video before because I do remember talking about it before, and that's what they look like beside each other. You probably can't tell maybe from this far away. This one is Fun Size and that one is Beige Tribute. On the lips, these look identical. I couldn't even tell myself which was which. I definitely would use the NYX one a little bit more because the like I said, Beige Tribute is €35. I don't want to be spending that much money over and over and over again. Try and use it sparingly because I don't want to run out of it. So if you want to be a million years long. If you want me to do a part 2, definitely let me know because I have about 10 more dupes that I would definitely like to share with you guys. Some of these dupes were more easily accessible than others, but I will put links and I'll put everything down below. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what dupes that you've actually discovered because we all like a good bargain, and I know I do. I didn't include any MAC lipsticks in this because I have a MAC lipstick dupe video coming up shortly. I just have to prepare these bad boys for the torture that will be lip swatching on and off. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I will talk to my next one. I love you guys so much. Mwah! Bye!